Your golden retriever follows you into every single room, kitchen, hallway, bedroom, even the bathroom, and you think they're clingy. They're not. What your golden is really doing when they follow you has nothing to do with neediness, and the last reason will completely change how you see it. Subscribe if you love your golden. I post these every few days. Let's get into it. Let's start with number 7, and we have to go back a long way to understand it. Long before your golden was a household pet, their ancestors lived in packs, and in a pack there was one rule that was never broken: you don't leave the group. To stray off alone was, very literally, to die. A wolf, a coyote, a wild dog who got separated from their pack didn't survive long. They got cold, they got eaten, they got lost. So the genetic code that made it through the millennia is a code that says, in no uncertain terms, stay with the others, always. Your golden is running that code. Every time you stand up and walk to another room, a small ancient instinct fires inside them. The pack is moving. Follow the pack. They don't pause to ask why. They don't weigh whether it's necessary. They just go. Because the dogs who paused to ask why got left behind, and the dogs who got left behind didn't pass on their genes. So when your golden gets up off their bed for the 4th time today to come with you to the kitchen, you're not watching a needy animal. You are watching tens of thousands of years of survival instinct doing exactly what it was built to do. And the most surprising thing is that goldens carry this instinct stronger than almost any breed. They were bred to work in tight cooperation with humans, never at a distance, never alone. So the follow isn't a quirk in their personality. It's bone deep. It's older than them, older than you, older than the house you both live in. Which leads to a much more practical reason this behavior exists. And number 6 reframes the whole thing in a way most owners have never thought about. Number 6, your golden retriever was bred for a job, and the job description has one non-negotiable line: work right beside your human. Not across the field, not at a distance, right there. For nearly 2 centuries, the entire purpose of this breed was to stand next to a hunter, watch their hands, read their cues, and respond in real time. A golden working 100 yards away from their person was useless. A golden glued to their person's side was doing exactly what they were built to do. That instinct didn't disappear when you brought one home from the breeder. Your golden walks into your living room with the same operating system their working ancestors had. Be near the human, be ready, be useful. The problem is, you don't hunt. You don't need them to flush birds out of a marsh, so they have to invent reasons to do what they were built to do. And following you from room to room is the easiest invention there is. You're up, they're up. You're moving to the kitchen, they're moving to the kitchen. They are, in their own way, showing up for work. Notice what your golden actually does when they follow you. They don't bother you, they don't whine at you. They just position themselves nearby, in the doorway, on the rug, in the corner, and wait, ready. That isn't an anxious dog. That is a working dog, on shift, watching their person. Once you see it that way, the whole behavior shifts. They're not following because they need you. They're following because their job is to be near you, and they are extremely good at their job. But the next reason flips this even more, because while they're following you, they're doing something else most owners have never noticed, and that's number 5. Number 5. While your golden is following you around your house, they aren't just walking behind you. They are studying you, closely. Goldens are pattern recognition machines, and you are the most important pattern in their world. So as they trail you from the kitchen to the bedroom to the hallway and back, they are quietly building an internal map of your day. They are learning what room you go to first thing in the morning. They are learning what time you usually open the fridge. They are learning that grabbing your keys means you're about to leave, and reaching for the leash means they're about to come with you, and pulling a coat off the hook in autumn means a walk is incoming. They are filing all of it. This is why a golden seems to know you're about to leave the house before you've even said the word leave. Why they appear at the front door the second your hand touches the keys. Why they're at your feet at dinner time 5 minutes before you've thought about cooking. They are not psychic. They are just much, much better than you at noticing your own patterns, and following you is how they collect the data. To them, your house is a story being written, and they want to read every page. Quick pause here, because the next 3 reasons are the ones that tend to land deepest. If your golden has ever seemed to know what you were going to do before you did, do me a favor and subscribe. It's the one thing that keeps these videos coming, and the heaviest reasons are still ahead. Alright, because once you realize they're studying you, the next reason reveals what they're doing with everything they've learned. And number 4 tells you what role your golden has quietly given themselves in your life. Number 4. At some point, without you ever asking them to, your golden assign themselves a job. They are your companion protector.
Not a guard dog. Goldens are famously almost comically bad guard dogs. They'd lick an intruder before they bit one.
This isn't about aggression. It's something quieter and warmer. It's about presence. Your Golden has decided somewhere in the early years of living with you that being near you is their primary responsibility. If you're in the kitchen, that's where they need to be. If you go to the office, they're in the doorway. If you take a shower, they're outside the door. If you're sick on the couch, they don't leave the room. Watch a Golden when their person is unwell. They cancel their own day. They lie down at your feet. They check on you every few minutes. They follow you to the bathroom and back. They have appointed themselves to keep an eye on you, and they are not going to stop until you're better. Researchers have a term for this. They call it social bonding behavior. The dog has decided that this human is theirs, and that their job in life is to maintain proximity to that person. To the dog, being near you isn't a preference. It's a duty they've taken on, freely, without you ever asking. And it costs them something. Every time your Golden gets up to follow you somewhere, they're choosing your company over their nap, their bone, their nice warm spot in the sun. They give those up again and again because being where you are is more important than any of that to them. That isn't clinginess. That is the quietest form of devotion a dog can offer. And it leads us into number 3, which is something so small and so honest that it tends to make people laugh, then go quiet.
Number 3. Here's the most honest reason your Golden follows you everywhere, and it might be the most relatable thing on this list. They don't want to miss anything. Think about it from your Golden's point of view. Their entire day is built around moments that depend on you. The walk depends on you, the treat depends on you, the car ride depends on you, the petting, the dinner, the door opening, the toy throwing, all of it requires you. So if you get up and walk to another room, your Golden has a choice. Stay where they are and miss whatever happens next, or get up and come with you, just in case. And every Golden in the world, when forced to make that calculation, makes the same one. They come. Because to a Golden, the worst possible outcome of any given moment is missing being chosen, missing the walk, missing the snack, missing the trip to the gas station, missing the moment you sit down on the couch and could have called them over. They follow you to the kitchen because, maybe today's the day you drop a piece of chicken. They follow you to the bedroom because, maybe today's the day you decide to lie down with them. They follow you to the bathroom because in their head, anything could happen in there, and they want to be present for all of it. There is something deeply sweet about a creature whose biggest fear in life is missing a moment of being included with the person they love.
And once you understand that the constant follow is, at its core, a refusal to be left out of your life, you'll never read it as needy again. You'll read it for what it is. And number 2 takes us straight there. Number 2. We've been dancing around this one all video, so let's just say it plainly. Your Golden follows you everywhere because you are their favorite thing on the entire planet. Not their favorite person, not their favorite human, their favorite thing, full stop. Above the food in their bowl, above the toy in the basket, above the bed in the sun, above the couch and the backyard, and every smell on every walk they've ever been on. Above all of it, you. Goldens are famous for picking a person. They do bond with whole families, but if you watch closely, there's almost always one human at the center of a Golden's universe. The one they follow first, the one they pick to lie next to, the one whose door they're outside of when it's closed. If you're reading this, there's a very high chance that person is you. And here's what that actually means. To your Golden, the most interesting place in the entire world is wherever you happen to be standing. The hallway is more interesting when you're in it. The kitchen is more interesting when you're in it. The boring room with the noisy washing machine becomes the best room in the house the second you walk into it, because the room isn't what matters. You are.
So when your Golden trails you across the house for the 40th time today, what they're really doing is choosing. Over and over, all day long, they're choosing you. They're saying yes to your company, yes to your presence, yes to whatever room you're in, every single time. Most relationships in life don't get chosen that many times in a single day. Your Golden's does. Hold on to that, because it's exactly what number 1 is built from, and number 1 is the one I promised at the start. Once you understand it, you'll never feel that little shadow at your heel the same way again. Number 1. Bring everything we've talked about into one truth, and it's the most beautiful thing your Golden could ever tell you.
You are home to them. Not the house, not the bed in the corner, not the bowl in the kitchen. You. To a golden, home is wherever you happen to be standing. The walls aren't home, the bed isn't home, the familiar smells of the rooms aren't home. You are, and the way they know it is by being near you. Every time your golden gets up and follows you across the house, what they are really doing is making sure they don't lose track of where home is. If you leave the room they're in stops being home. The room they need to be in is the one you've just walked into. That's why they get up. That's why they come.
That's why they leave the warm spot on the rug and trail you down a cold hallway at midnight, because being near you is the only thing in the whole place that feels like home, and being apart from you, even for a few minutes, doesn't. Now sit with the part that catches people. There will come a day, years from now, when your golden is gone, and owners will tell you it's not the big moments where the absence hits, it's the small ones. It's standing in the kitchen at 3 in the afternoon and turning around to grab something, and noticing for the first time in a decade and a half that there's no soft footfall behind you. It's walking down the hallway with no quiet shadow. It's closing the bathroom door and realizing the door is closed against nothing now. It's the empty doorway, the empty spot in the corner of every single room you used to share. And it is in those quiet, ordinary moments, in the absence of a follow you used to roll your eyes at, that it finally hits owners what that following always was. It wasn't clinginess, it wasn't anxiety, it wasn't neediness. It was your golden, again and again, choosing to be with you, following you because you were home. The house only ever felt full because they were in it with you. So the next time you turn around and find that golden face behind you for the 1,000th time today, don't sigh, don't move them out of the way. Look at them. Because what's standing there is a small, loyal soul telling you, with their feet, that wherever you go is where they want to be, that you are the warmest room in the whole house, that you are and have always been what home meant to them. So the next time your golden gets up off the floor and trails you out of the room, take a second. Remember number 7, the ancient pack coat telling them never to be apart from you. Remember the job they were bred for, the routines they're quietly learning, the role they appointed themselves to fill, the simple refusal to be left out of any good thing, and the truth that you are no contest, the favorite thing in their whole world. And remember number 1, that every single follow is your golden telling you that you are home. You don't have to do anything different about it. Just notice them next time. Say their name. Let them know you saw the choice they made. If this changed the way you see your golden even a little, then you made it all the way to the end. And the people who watch all the way through are the ones who truly love their dogs. That's you. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, where I break down what your golden is really telling you when they put their paw on your hand or your knee, because that one isn't love either, and you might be surprised what it actually is. Take good care of that golden of yours. I'll see you soon.